Princess 30, aside from being totally fucking awesome, plays out like a good old-fashioned shoot-'em-up. We automatically move towards our objective, but we're free to move around and shoot in any of the 4 cardinal directions, so the longer we shoot in one direction, the more accurate our shot becomes. Let's take a look at what happens when we run out of time, shall we? Enthralling. Pretty much every quest is a fetch quest, and split up into 2 parts, the journey there and the mad dash back to the castle. So don't think you're out in the clear just yet until you've made it home. The results screen is way more convoluted than the other modes, and so is the ranking system. There are 4, maybe 5 ranks that are considered the best rank as far as the game is concerned, though 30 seconds supersedes all of them. Quick notes about soldiers. The number in the bottom left above that bar is how many soldiers we have. Every time we get hit, we lose soldiers and move slower. We'll also move slower if we go off-road, though they often like to hide goodies off the beaten path, so sometimes you just can't help that one. The bar in the bottom left fills up as we kill enemies. When it's full, our soldiers will automatically go into hyperdrive and go faster. The more you kill, the longer it stays full. Pretty simple. Sometimes you'll fight bosses along the way. We're a bit out of our element, standing still rather than just blazing along. But since we still have a mostly full outfit of soldiers, the maximum being 30, we still move around pretty quickly, so it's not too much to worry about. The time rewinding mechanic works quite a bit differently in Princess 30 than it did in the other modes. Along the stage, there will be stretches of carpet laid out on the ground, and as long as we run along it, we lose money, but time will rewind bit by bit. It's not a full 30-second rewind, but hey, every little bit helps. I guess I should talk about money a little bit. Every enemy drops money, and sometimes there are treasure chests along the way that drop tons as well. You keep your money between levels, but the only thing to spend it on are rewinding time and medical fees, being you lose 10 gold at the end of each stage for every soldier you lost on that way. Honestly, as long as you aren't out of your way running into everything, you're going to profit every stage, so it's not much to worry about. Foreman, what are you doing? You are not a cactor. Berries are your stereotypical power-ups for the game. There are 4 different kinds, and each makes you temporarily stronger. Blue increases your speed, red increases your damage, yellow allows you to attack in all 4 directions at once, and green makes your fever gauge, which is that bar in the bottom left, fill up faster, aka the most useless fairy. The first half of each stage is good for memorizing the layout, but they often shake things up with a second pass, whether it be new enemies like these falling rocks, or more fairies along the way. So you should always keep a close eye out for anything during the return trip, because it could be completely different. So, despite being one of the more enjoyable modes in the game, there really isn't all that much to talk about. It's a shoot-'em-up, or shmup if you're so inclined. It's very straightforward. Enemies come on screen, and you shoot them until they go away. I like it though. I like simplicity, which I suppose would explain why I like Half Minute Hero so much in the first place. Hell, even shoot-'em-ups in general, I'm a fan of, even though I don't play them all that much these days. There's something inherently fun about being able to just pick up a game and instantly know both your controls and your objective with no faffing about. quests available, and 2 of them are prop-related. So let's go do this minor side quest first. I know I've said that whole simplicity kind of thing about Hero 30, that's why I liked it so much in the first place. But that was something Hero 30 had to work for. They took your modern day RPG and cut down on all the things that made it feel so bloated, and it was great. But shoot 'em ups, just basically as a fact of life, are easy to pick up and play. You pick up a shoot 'em up, and instantly, right off the bat, you know, okay, here's my movement, here's my shoot button, here's the power-ups of the game, here's the general gimmick of the game, like reversing polarities or whatever. Now, survive. The reason I like simplistic games so much is just because that's what I grew up on. Platformers like Mega Man or Mario will always be my favorite kinds of games because they just don't ask for all that much from you other than reflexes and coordination. I don't need a vast, sprawling story and game world. Sure, I enjoy those kinds of games as well as any other, but whether it's due to growing up and not having as much time as I used to, or because of my cripplingly short attention span, the games where you can just pick up and play will always win me over in the end. This stage is a pretty good example of how, if you're not paying attention, or you're a dumbass like I am, you are going to get your shit thoroughly rocked. Just like Evil Lord 30, there's no health bar. You can't really lose on the spot. But that's not to say that the game won't try to do everything in its power to slow you down and waste your time. Hell, look at how slow I'm going. Not only do I pretty much have no soldiers carrying me, but I'm also in an off-road centric stage. A real recipe for disaster, but at least your soldiers come back over time, though you still have to pay medical fees for each one you lost along the way. Next time on Princess 30, we're gonna go get that apple.